Hello there, crafty doer. Jessica Michaels here for Color Rush Studio from the Crafty Doings Mix Media Paper Crafts, sharing my very first paper project as a new design team member. So grab a comfy chair, grab all your crafty things, and let's get into the crafty doings. I am working with the Color Happy March kit. If you haven't already grabbed this kit, I will have the link in the description box below. Check out the main kit, the bold kit, the add-ons, and the acrylics. You will not be disappointed. This month, the design team was given a sketch challenge that I will pop up on the screen right now. So the sketch is the sketch. The challenge is to add patchwork. So my brain got stuck on the challenge and I couldn't stop thinking of patchwork, quilting, sewing, stitching. So I'm going to create my own strip of patchwork by using the Frazzles and Ribbons and simply adhering it to a strip of this yellow pattern paper because it is also going to come through, and I'm going to run it through my sewing machine. Here is my strip of patchwork, and through the power of editing, here it is ran through my sewing machine, adding all that beautiful stitching detail. Next, I'm going to grab this really pretty scallop edge from the sticker sheet and kind of hem my strip of patchwork. Now I'm going to play around with the design of my layout. I'm going to use this Proud Mama acrylic to title my layout. I'm also going to stitch these squares together to continue that theme throughout the layout. And in order to keep them together and run them through my sewing machine, I'm going to get this scrap piece of paper and glue them. Here's what these pieces are going to look like after running them through my machine. It adds a very beautiful detail and it helps continue that patchwork theme throughout the layout. For a visual, I'm going to continue to design the layout, and when I am happy with what I see, I'm going to get a little inky. If you didn't notice, I made very light markings when I had my design on my layout. That way I know how far out to push my ink. For this technique, I like to dab as much ink as I can into a few different sections. Then I like to get my paintbrush and dip it in some water and start moving that ink around the page. A little tip from me to you: when I begin to adhere photos or even ephemera, I like to only add a little bit of glue in the center so that if I change my mind, I can do a little paper surgery with my spatula and lift the ephemera or photos and then move it to wherever it is I desire. It also helps with sticking ephemera behind photos or ephemera behind ephemera without compromising the paper. Okay, now it's time to begin embellishing. Here are these little shakers that are an add-on to this month's kit. They're squishy. They have these cute little stars in them that make them shakers. And yes, you should totally add those to your kit. I'm going to go in with this tiny black scallop strip and start to bring out the black that's in my Frazzles and Ribbon out to the rest of the layout. I snipped this scallop strip and I definitely don't want to toss the leftovers, so I'm trying to find somewhere to make it its home, and I think this is the perfect place again because I'm wanting to bring out the black accents onto the rest of the page. I'm going to add a few little hearts here at the top, and that should bring it all together. One of the last things I'm going to do to my layout is go through these gorgeous sequins and pick out some colors and add them to this top cluster for added texture and interest. Here is the final look. Thank you so much for watching. I truly do hope that you were encouraged and inspired. If you are interested in grabbing this kit, the link will be in the description box below. You're also welcome to use the design team's sketch and challenge. Until the next crafty doings.